Craig here, and I'm creating a quick video response to one of my videos which covers how to transfer a WordPress website to a new host. Now, if you're following along to that video, it works perfectly, but the only problem is if you want to transfer a website from one domain to a new domain, you do have to do an additional step which involves editing the database. Or perhaps you may have just purchased a website on flipper.com and they've sent you all of the core files and the SQL database. Well, if that's the case, you will need to edit this SQL database file. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how I do it. Once you see how it's done, it's up to you. You may think, well, I prefer to do it this way or that way. It's entirely optional. So the way I do it is I use a software program called Notepad++. If you Google it, it's free. Click on the download link here and download and install the latest version and you're good to go. So what I have here is a backup of my website, thewiseaffiliate.com. Now I need to go and locate my SQL database file, and because this backup was created with the plugin WordPress for Google Drive, I know that the database file is located inside of WP content and DB. So I'm going to edit my latest SQL database, and it's this one. So I'm going to double click it and it's going to open up in Notepad++ because that's the way I have it set up. Now if you've just installed Notepad++, it may still open up in the regular Notepad. So you may need to right click it and select edit with Notepad++ or open with and go and browse and locate it. So I'm going to double click it and it's going to open up in Notepad++. Close that a second. And what we need to do is throughout this entire file, the domain name thewiseaffiliate.com is mentioned numerous times. So every time the domain name is mentioned, we need to replace it with the new domain. So we're going to use mynewdomain.com as an example. So with Notepad++, we can do this with just a couple of clicks, and that's why I recommend you use this program. So we're going to go up here in the menu bar and click on search, and we're going to scroll down, hit replace, and we have to enter in what we want it to find. So I have thewiseaffiliate.com and we want to replace it with mynewdomainname.com. Now I can hit replace all and it's going to scan the entire document and replace every occurrence that it locates. But I want to quickly just show you something here. Is if I just hit find next, there. You see, on this website I also use the email address admin@thewiseaffiliate.com. So when I hit replace all, it is going to edit the email address. So just keep that in mind if you use an email address with the domain name. Okay, so I'm going to hit replace all. It's going to scan this entire document and edit every single occurrence that it locates. And it's finished, and it's found 13,452 occurrences. So you can imagine if you're doing this one at a time, you would be there for a long time editing that. Now, the wiseaffiliate.com is an old blog with quite a lot of content on there, so that's why that we have a large amount of occurrences. I believe a brand new WordPress installation, you would still have around 100 occurrences. So that's definitely why I recommend you use a software program which will do replace all. So we're going to hit OK, and we would hit file and save, and then our database would be ready to import into phpMyAdmin. If you run into any problems, need help, post a comment or message me, or contact me via my blog or Google+. Be more than willing to help you out. Have a great day.